Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact, also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Haskins now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
53 to Mike. 53.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 81 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Raiders! Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And finding Davis here, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
He did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Delay of game, offense.
And partner, in all of our talks with head coaches, they talk about having multiple two-point plays ready in today's NFL. They may have to go to an alternate one now after that penalty.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Carlson now to add the extra point. And look at this, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the post. come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on, don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze, double.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Richardson, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Through again. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Carr. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. To throw his Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
What down? You ready? Check 55, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Stepping, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
To throw, it's Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And running with power here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Go. Go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down to Thompson on the screen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Thompson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And taken right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot for Haskins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.